And I'd love to know why you have so much camera gear. What is all of this stuff?
These are toys. I know you've never seen a camera before. This thing you could film a movie on. It's amazing. I just learned that I look a lot better in 8K than 6K.
Welcome to San Diego, California. We are back. So I decided to bring the C200 on this trip because I am filming more of the Angels and Airways documentary, and I wanted it to be 4K. I wanted to shoot... Hang on a second. This is just such a great camera for like a run and gun documentary setting. If I'm filming something in conversations, but I also want it to look cinematic and I want to be able to capture that nice audio and have it XLR'd into the camera so that it's baked into the file. I don't have to use a separate audio recorder. So in a nutshell, that's why I'm here. That's what I'm shooting. The plan today is to go do some coffee stuff. We've got a couple things that we're working on with James Coffee, and then tomorrow we are headed to Tom's house to film more of the behind the scenes, more recording process of their new record. Ah! Oh no. 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 Ah! Anyway, I'm looking forward to the day. My ride is already here. I always do that. I get caught up downloading something or looking at emails or texting or talking to the camera, and the next thing I know, I'm late for all the stuff I'm supposed to be doing, and then I end up rushing and I forget something in the hotel and... Man. That's good there, right?
Probably not. No,
I would never actually put this in the back of a truck. Don't worry. I'm not that reckless. Dude, these bird scooters are everywhere.
Yeah,
they're just like littered on the floor. Look at this guy. He's ditching it right here. He's just done. He's done. Oh, Tacomas.
I don't wear it. Yeah.
Everywhere. I would love a coffee though. I had a really terrible Starbucks coffee in the room, and it was.
I didn't know, dude.
It was bad.
You're better off getting whatever hospitality drip coffee in the hotel is.
Yeah, I just ordered it to the room. They just brought it, and it was just the worst thing I've ever had. Yeah.
I don't know.
I was embarrassed to even tell you, but.
Well, don't be embarrassed.
There we are.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay, so the objective for the day is, well, not for the whole day, but is to sign a whole bunch of the second edition, limited edition boxes that we're doing with coffee and prints. So we got these new prints done up. Turned out so nice. Man, look at that. Are you happy with how that turned out?
Yeah, the print's incredible.
Looks great, man.
Yeah.
Do you like it better than the first one?
No, I wouldn't say I like it. It's just a different mood.
I kind of like it better than the first one. It's always so nice seeing your work printed out. I always tell people that, you know, print your work as much as you can, but I even don't do it enough myself, but it is just a whole half of photography that most people just forget to even do or don't do it at all. So I gotta sign all of these now, so I'll be back in like 4 hours. We just signed 100 bags of coffee. We figured why not? I was here, had some markers, signed a bunch of blank bags. So by the time you see this vlog, if you were watching right now and you're gonna buy some of my coffee, chances are you'll probably get a signed bag. So that's fun. All right, I'm gonna go ice my wrist now for the next 4 hours. You guys remember when we released I think it was 200 limited edition boxes of coffee. We had Golden Hour, Magic Hour, and Blue Hour, and they sold out in like 12 hours, like all boxes were gone. We're doing another version, a summertime version, with the Blue Hour box. I think we're gonna up the quantity to like 500 boxes so more people get prints and coffee and stuff like that. But right here, look at this, 3,000 pounds of my own coffee showed up. I kind of wish this just showed up to my house. Just open it up in my garage, and I'd be set for a couple weeks. This would probably take a lot longer than a couple weeks to. I just thought you guys might appreciate a little bit of the process. So I'm taking some product photos of these new boxes and coffee and some new enamel mugs. Those lines on the door look really good on the floor. These lines mixed with the texture of this floor looks super good when it comes to shooting any kind of product photography. It just gives it that extra edge that I'm looking for. Now I'm putting the product box on top of a chair that's also like slatted wood. Just really digging this. Just thought you might enjoy seeing just a little bit of the process. Well, welcome to day 2 in not so sunny San Diego. The plan is I'm gonna pick up in about 30 minutes. Coffee first, as per usual, then we are headed to Tom's house to shoot some of the recording process for this documentary. And in the meantime, I'm just trying to tweak the audio on the C200 to make it sound just a little more crispy, because that's it's rather important when you're shooting a documentary. So here is the rig that I'm using, and I have the audio set up here. So my only thing is that maybe when I'm actually pointing the lens at somebody, the mic being so directional is actually up here. It doesn't really seem to make that much of a difference in my tests. I was just doing some tests last night in the hotel room to make sure everything was good, and it seemed fine, but I don't know. It doesn't sound like the studio. It doesn't sound like the office. Maybe that's because sound panels plus all the acoustic treatment we've done, but that's what we're looking at. Okay, my ride is here. Let's go. Also, I can't get the Game of Thrones theme song out of my head. I'm a little bummed that it's over. We should talk about that one of these days. Do you ever get tired of listening to the same sound over and over and over and over?
Mm-hmm. It makes me mad. And then they're like, oh, it's so catchy.
That is so sick. I found this room, and I'd love to know why you have so much camera gear. What is all of this stuff?
These are toys. I know you've never seen a camera before, but this is going to really help you.
Look at all of this.
You know what? I was always a fan of what Blackmagic was doing because they make things affordable. Before a lot of people were doing it, this was like a really simple way to put 4K into something that was affordable. And so I love this. So we use this quite a lot. I bought one that was an EF mount, and then I needed a PL mount.
Oh, for the cinema lenses?
For the cinema lenses. But my favorite thing of all time is the Pocket Cinema camera. Now this thing's dope. It's got a PL mount on it, but you take this little like $200 Rode mic, and then you put on like a nice lens. This thing you could film a movie on. It's amazing. And it's a 16mm sensor, so it just has that kind of grain and it just looks really good. And we use this quite a lot. The big red
Dragon.
Whoa, I almost just dropped. This is expensive. Yeah, so we have this Epic. This one's a 6K Dragon. We don't use it as much as we want to.
I just got a Red 2, and I was telling people that it's kind of intimidating to use because there's a lot to it. It's not just pick it up and have at it.
Do you know what I've done with it that actually is really cool? I had to do a photo shoot with all these kids one time because I was doing something for my company. And rather than try to get a camera and set up a really good still, I just filmed in 6K so I can grab any still I wanted.
Yeah.
I just put it on a tripod and hit record, and I'll just sit there for a second, move around, whatever. And then I went in and grabbed the still I wanted.
That's actually sick because 8K or 6K is still higher res than most actual photo cameras. So I wanted to do a video trying to see if people could decipher the difference between an actual still camera photo and a screenshot from a camera like Red.
I'm just
That'd be
super,
sick.
super genius, you know.
You're way ahead of the
Is that laziness or was I actually really smart?
You're ahead of the curve.
Just a bunch of things laying around, from tripods and some lighting, and got myself like a nice tangerine.
Ooh, these are so dope.
Yeah, these are dope.
Misfit, yeah.
Misfit, right? We do have a nice little set of lenses. They're all floating around. The CB2s are just really good lenses for like kind of introduction to cinema lenses, I guess. I do have some nice Canons laying around. I want to upgrade the red to the big 8K, and the reason would be
That's the one I have sitting at home right now. I should probably be using it here instead of this.
I just feel like I'm supposed to have it, right? It's like you have the iPhone 6, but they come out the 6S, and you're like, I'm supposed to have that one. I just learned that I look a lot better in 8K than 6K. And we've gotten a lot of letters from people, and then they're like, look, your body just looks really sick in 8K. And I was like, all right. We film short films, music videos. We do a lot of stuff. We haven't done much on it lately, but this little guy, I watched this thing on Vimeo where just this mic and this lens, they filmed like this orchestra, and it sounded like there was 50 mics on it, and it was so pristine, and it looked so good. Like, God, you really don't need anything else, you know?
It's a lot of guitars. It's a lot of guitars.
Guitar riffs, like
Oh, it's looking good. I wish I could show you everything I just shot with the C200. It looks so good. I'm back, by the way. I'm back in Canada. What's up? Hi. Editing everything I just did so I can get the idea, get the flow going, because you know when you get home from doing a project, the best time to strike is right now. Like if I waited a couple months, maybe those ideas, that feeling, the footage that's fresh in my memory would be gone. So that's why I kind of try to get a little rough cut down first so that I get my feelings out, and oh, it's looking good. That's it for this video. Thanks for coming to San Diego with me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh my goodness. Oh, I feel sick.